So the season's about to wrap up.
We have officially wrapped. But
You have wrapped, yes.
We have 2 more episodes to air.
Now, Josh, I know the through line for your storyline this season has been about protecting your family. That probably came very easy to you, right, since you have a family of your own?
Well, yeah, I suppose. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I would be as skilled as Ben Stone has been in this particular situation. But yeah, I mean, definitely, I would do anything to protect my family, and Ben does the same.
And Melissa, one of your bigger storylines was kind of a triangle with Jared, who you were going to accept his marriage proposal when you come back. He's married to your best friend. There wasn't any villains really in that storyline. So what was it like to play that as a different sort of storyline instead of it being 2 women fighting over her?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's how it is in real life. There are no villains. Love is complicated, and the heart wants what it wants. But at the end of the day, there's boundaries and there's lines you can't cross or do, and deal with the consequences.
And now, Josh, would you like to explore the psychological aspect of the damage that was done to you in season 2?
I would love to do that. I think that would be so interesting to see the effect that it's actually taken on these people's brains. I would love that. Talk to Jeff Rake.
I did already. I should have said it first.
Yeah.
I got the reverse order here. So, Melissa, there was also a new character introduced, Zeke, that you had a big part of.
Yeah.
Could he be thrown into another triangle? Could you be going for the triangle?
It would be a square then.
It would be a square. Well, Lourdes is gone. She moved out. She's done.
She might have said sayonara to both of us, but I mean, anything's possible in the manifest world.
Yeah.
I think Zeke and Michaela have an awesome friendship and relationship that is forming because they've gone through the same thing, and he's leaning on her because he has no idea what's going on.
Right.
So yeah, who knows?
And now you guys have become very close while filming. You guys have a brotherly and sisterly.
All an act.
It's all an act?
It's so embarrassing.
She's terrible, right? You guys play pranks on each other on the set?
You know what? I used to, and I got none in return.
Well,
so
because
I feel like
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting because
he's been saying that for a long time.
She duct taped my dressing room door shut from the inside, but somehow got out and shut the door. So she's like Houdini.
Now, what are you guys doing during your hiatus? Do you have projects lined up, or are you going to just enjoy some downtime?
I think that he's going to spend family time.
I got some family time. Yeah, I've got some stuff to do later in the year, but yeah, some family time right now.
Yeah.
And congratulations, your wife just got booked a role. It was announced today, right?
Yeah, she's doing the Twilight Zone. Right?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's cool.
So now it's your turn to watch after the kids, right?
Exactly.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
All right, JR. So Jared's a pretty stand-up guy.
It's close. It's easy to confuse.
I knew what I was trying to say. It wasn't coming out wrong. So Jared's a pretty stand-up guy, and he,
for the most part,
had a little.
No, he's got a huge heart. He's a hard worker, and he means well. He's just in an unimaginable circumstance, which is. I mean, it's funny because for the first time in my career, I'm getting a lot of, in a sense, like hate, which is nice, because I've always played such level characters. But the reality of it is, I talked to some fans that have come up to me in the streets. I was like, "What would you do in that circumstance?" Like it was 5.5 years, and then we're thrown into this crazy world. We have to work with each other and see each other every day, and it's.
And that's what I mentioned to Melissa. There were really no villains in this love triangle.
That's the beauty of our story. It's no one's fault. At the end of the day, not Grace's, not Jared's. It's no one's fault.
Now, you and Athena, both your characters, were the ones that were left behind. Would you like to see more scenes with the two of you together, kind of bonding over that?
I'd love to see a lot of stuff. Yeah, I'd love to see some. More than anything, I'd love to see the meat of why Jared. Because Jared's, in my opinion, and I've talked to Jeff about it too. Jared or Michaela, they're not people that would go out of their way and commit adultery.
Yeah,
that's not who they are, and it happened because of the passion that they had, the love that they have for each other. So I would love to see who they were before this all happened, how they got to this place. That's something I feel like a lot of people it would definitely add a lot to the weight of what this whole season was.
What was the most challenging part of filming season 1 for you? I know you guys are done filming.
I feel like, a few things. For me, one of the main things was that we went through, this is my first time being part of a network television from the ground up, and this is a show that deals with a 5.5-year gap. It's a brand new show. We were all kind of finding our footing, so we called it Manny Tandems, which meant we did a lot of days of shooting like 2 or 3 episodes at a time, and that was difficult for everybody, you know.
And of your 3 longest running characters, Jared, Julio, and
Oscar, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
What has been the most challenging one to play?
Oh wow.
And for why?
Yeah, I say Julio because of the conditions. Because Julio liked to be outdoors a lot during the winter, and JR is a Cuban man who was raised in Florida and lived in California. He doesn't do the cold.
Yeah.
So that was challenging weather conditions. But I feel like this internally as an actor has been the most difficult for me to play, just because I've had so many conflicted emotions from sleeping with this lady with the love of my life with a wedding ring on, from this last episode that just happened. She had just left, and I have the realization that maybe we're meant to be together.
Yeah.
She just left, Jared. Give it a day, Like,
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things that and that's the beauty of what this is. It's like you have to jump into that and breathe this life, and I've learned a lot as an artist with this role.
Well, you're certainly breathing life into it. You're very enjoyable
so
to watch.
Thank you.
And you have a lot of rooting value for your character.
Awesome, man. Thank you.
What would you like to see happen in season 2 for Jared?
Oh wow, that's fantastic.
Fingers crossed that there's a season 2. Let's make that
first
announcement.
off, let's hope there's a season 2. Yeah, I mean, I would love to see, just like I said, like more character development on what this story was beforehand. More than anything, I want to see that backstory of Michaela and Jared and what that was. And I have no idea what's going to happen. Now you got this damn Zeke guy, and
I know.
Matt Long's amazing.
I just said it to Melissa. I'm like, you might be now in another triangle.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
got
That's definitely
coming,
man. That's definitely coming.
Now you're going to get screwed again.
Yeah, that's definitely coming. That's the beauty, though. It's the yin and yang,
Yeah.
So I love it.
It'll be a different angle to play.
It's perfect. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jay. So Jeff, what made you come up with this idea for this show, and are you pleasantly surprised with the viewers' reactions to it?
Let's start with the second question. I'm so amazed and surprised and delighted by the popular reaction to the show. The idea's been with me for 10 years. I thought of the show over a decade ago when I was driving in a minivan with my family, thinking about family togetherness, family separation, and big ideas that could be the center for a story. And cut to 10 and a half years later, and here we are. So it's been an amazing journey.
Is there something that you knew kind of worked when you were filming it, and then when you saw it on screen, it really had more of an impact than you thought it would?
Yeah, well, the process always evolves. It starts with the page, getting it right on the page, and that took some time. And then you feel like you have it right, and then you go look for the actors who are going to tell your story.
Yeah.
And then when the casting comes together, sometimes it's magical and sometimes it's not. In this case, it was magical.
Awesome.
And once we brought these incredibly talented actors together, and I heard them saying the words, and brought an incredibly talented group of people together to create a production, all of a sudden your little story comes to life, and it's an incredibly rewarding experience.
Now there's been a lot of developments. Let's just say there's 2 episodes left.
That's right.
What can viewers expect in those last 2 episodes?
There's a lot that happens in these last 2 episodes. We learned after episode 13 that this is not just about one airplane, it's bigger than that.
Yeah.
We met a pivotal character that kind of blew that mythology open for us, Zeke. Now in these last 2, we meet yet another character, Griffin, who is going to make us realize that Kongs can be used for bad as much as it can for good. And when that does happen, there are consequences.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, pal. Nice talking to you.